There are hundreds and thousands of termites erupting after the rain, and this is what we do call a termite eruption. After heavy rains, and this is one of the sources. And all of these termites are potential kings and queens of a new colony. But there are literally hundreds of thousands of them coming out of here and will keep on pouring out into the sky. And the food source of these winged alates, they call them flying ants, but they're not flying ants, or they're not actually ants. They're termites or winged alates. And the baboons, monkeys, genets, civets, even leopards, this is an incredible source of energy and food for them. But they'll fly off and find a mate, lose their wings, and start digging and bury themselves. And it's because the rain has softened the soil and gives them this opportunity to dig deep into the ground and start a new colony if they actually even make it. I'm not sure if you can see this, but we normally start the drives with a beautiful sunrise, but today we're starting it with a full rainbow. This is absolutely incredible. We had massive thunderstorms last night, and we've got a small gap in the weather this morning to go out and see what we can find. So this couldn't ask for a more beautiful way to start the day. Come across this Cory bustard, which is a real treat as always. We have seen them on virtual before. The heaviest flying bird. And this is the thing about bird watching, is not only is it a very brief moment to enjoy the colour and the beauty of the flying part of the avian and aerial part of nature, but we just sit here and enjoy it for a little bit, and it gives us an opportunity to listen for alarm calls, roaring, rasping, monkeys calling. We've spotted some vultures at a distance. There's quite a few in that tree, and they're sort of mid to lower levels as well. So we're just going to go and investigate and see what we can find. But they are quite clustered together and lower down in the branches, which is a good indicator that there might be something there. This tree is absolutely riddled with vultures. I've come across male leopard tracks, and after the rain it's great to see these tracks. They're so fresh and distinctive. Let's see how well we do with these. There are young wildebeest everywhere. This is so beautiful. Strange to see these two youngsters with one mother. The mother might come fetch the other one because twins are very rare, or almost hardly ever. I've never seen twins as such. There we go, there's our answer. also one of our dwarf species of antelope in the area called a steenbok. This is also really nice to have the steenbok stay here for a little bit, because normally as soon as we stop they dart off and we don't really get an opportunity to take a photograph or film. But in the background you can hear, I'm not sure if you'll pick it up, but there's ground hornbills calling. Such a beautiful booming call which we can hear from kilometers away early in the morning. Yeah, this fish eagle by the small dam has created a bit of chaos with the lilac-breasted rollers mobbing it. The fish eagles do primarily feed on fish in these water bodies, but they have been known to catch big birds like geese and flamingos. So they are a threat to birds when they do come and sort of arrive at a waterhole. They're not particularly welcome. We don't often see fish eagles at this particular waterhole. It's called Ingwemanzi. Ingwemanzi translated is leopard water, so it's like a leopard dam. We don't often see fish eagles here, so I don't want to get too close and chase it off. It's just nice to enjoy it and have an infrequent visitor here at this particular dam. Okay, so we weren't particularly successful this morning when it comes to the big hairies and scaries. There were signs and tracks of lion and leopard. It was interesting to see those big pug marks in the soil, but we didn't have much luck because of the inaccessibility to the bush. We can't drive off-road, but the termite eruptions have been unbelievable. Everywhere I've driven, it's just these huge volcano-like seething, seeping eruptions of termites, and just to see all the eagles feeding on the ground. And tonight's going to be amazing with the spotlight. When we put the light out there, it's going to be terribly intense, and if you don't like the crawlies, it's not a good time to come out this evening. But at least we kept our finger on the pulse of the bushveld, have an idea of what's where through the tracks. And thanks for coming along this morning and enjoying all the smaller things that are out there. So I'm just glad that we tried. It's better that we tried and went out and found nothing than not try at all and just sit around in the lodge. So thanks very much, and we'll try again this afternoon.